All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Today, we're going to do a market breakdown. I'm going to go through everything on the day today. Today is June 16th, 2026. I do these every single day in the Discord, so if you guys want to join, link is in the pinned comment. I'm going to pause the video, and we're going to get right into this. Just give me one sec. Okay, so starting off today, if we look at the pre-market analysis, I forgot to update it for the 30-minute gap, but basically I was seeing if we held that 1 hour or we held this bullish price action, I was looking for longs. Otherwise, I was going to see if we could get shorts through to that 4-hour gap because we had a 4-hour gap resting below sell side, right? And then you see right here, I was also seeing if we got a reaction to the upside, I would potentially look for longs, but I was leaning more bearish because I wanted price to come down eventually and flush lower, right? So basically, before market open, we end up forming this 30-minute gap. So basically all I'm looking for is if you get an opportunity to long, I want to long into this 30-minute. If we get an opportunity to short off this 30-minute, I would like continuation shorts potentially down to this 4-hour. But if we break through this 30-minute, we can get longs, right? So like that's just how I'm forming everything for the day. So market opens up. We obviously had that move lower pre-market. And we end up, so 930 puts in this 930 wick right here. We get this move down and we get this really nice 30-second inversion. This was my first trade right here, and I ended up getting break even. If you guys seen the recap, you already know, but basically I took this, stop was here, and I was targeting this high right here, and of course edged and got break even. Very unfortunate. It is what it is. Again, I could have definitely just gone for the 1-to-1, but you know, it happens. But to be honest, looking back at this, I went break even at the 930 wick also because that is going to be an area where you're going to see price either aggressively, reject off or whatever. So I went break even there, and then boom, we got break even. Unfortunate, but when you see low resistance liquidity leading into this 30-minute gap, I was expecting an aggressive flush through. If you guys have seen, when that happens, majority of the time price flushes through, but unfortunately, we do get that. And the other thing I didn't like about this trade was what ES was doing. I thought it was a great trade, but the reason also I wanted to go break even, what I mean is look at ES. ES is all the way up there, NQ's down there. It was very weird. So I was like, okay, you know what I mean? As long as I manage break even at the 930 wick, I should be fine. We get break even literally in 30 seconds, and then boom, we get edged. So I should have seen and should have noticed what ES was doing at the time, and honestly should have just been fine with taking profit. But that's in hindsight. I do think this was a solid trade though. Just again, I probably could have just gone for the 1-to-1 there. But I mean, we can't, go back in time. That's still a great trade regardless. From there, obviously what happens, price comes up, we get this retrace, and we get another 30-second inversion right here. Now, I personally didn't want to take this because, again, this high just swept this out. And at the same time, again, ES was just messing around. I don't know. It started to displace higher, but I don't know. I just really, ES came up, took out all these highs already. I was just a little bit skeptical at this point. So I just decided to fade this. And especially because we were getting close to 945, I figured I would just wait. And if it worked out, it worked out. And if not, you know what I mean? That might have also been a break even, to be honest. If I was going for these highs over here, that also might have been a break even. So didn't take that, but whatever. If you did take that, both of these trades I think are great. If you went for the 1-to-1 here, you managed it well. I think it's a good trade. The mistake here, again, seeing when ES was kind of being weird, should have just taken the 1-to-1, but really nothing we can do from that. Still a solid trade. From there, what happens? Price taps into that 30-minute. So this 30-minute, again, is our condition, right? We could say if price rejects off this 30-minute, we can look for shorts. If we trade through it, we can look for longs. At this point, I was leaning more bearish because, again, we still had that 4-hour draw lower, right? And we had that bearish S&T. So, yeah, we could potentially look for lower. So price comes into this 30-minute right here. We do get this internal bearish S&T and this 1-minute inversion. And the reason I didn't take this was because, number one, the 1 minute, I don't know, this 1 minute, I was waiting for it to kind of give us the CISD, and then it didn't close right, and I kind of just hesitated. But you can see we did get this SMT here. But the only issue that I didn't like here was that if you look up here, you also had a 1-hour gap that was basically going to form at your stop loss in literally a few minutes. So I was like, okay, it's 9:56, well, 9:57 at this point. I'm like, I'd rather wait for 10 a.m. manipulation. Hopefully 10 a.m. can manipulate up, maybe tap CE or something and then go lower. But I just wanted to fade this. We were too close to 10 a.m. But technical wise, I do think this was a solid setup here. In your 30-minute condition, you get a 1-minute inversion. You have a draw lower. You have low resistance liquidity there. So as you can see, price flushes down. You honestly might have just gotten break even on this if you went for a fast break. But otherwise, if you held this trade, you know what I mean, all the way down to that 4-hour, you literally caught I think 190 points or something. But again, it is what it is. I had my reason for not taking that trade. Again, I thought the 1 hour at the stop loss was a little bit risky, but it was delivering off the 30 minutes. So in hindsight, great trade. If anyone took that, I think it's a solid trade though. From there, we get this move off of this 30-minute, and we tap and respect this 3-minute rate here. At this point, I don't know. I just personally was kind of just I don't know. I didn't really like this one. You do get this 1 minute right here. I think we got this 1 minute inversion just barely. You could have definitely taken this here, and then you could have targeted potentially down to that 4 hour as well. So that would have been another opportunity. Again, just missed it. It is what it is. I just personally, I don't know. ES was kind of throwing me off today, but that was definitely a solid opportunity as well. You could have taken. We got this, 3-minute continuation that was comes from the 30-minute gap to the 3-minute continuation. You're getting that 1 minute inverse to the downside there. Did it inverse the 30-second? Regardless, you would have gotten involved in something here, and you could have taken that down. I do think that is a solid trade as well. That was at 10.13. But yeah, just faded that one, and then price comes down. Again, there was tons of opportunity today. I took this, and I'm going to explain why. So I've seen a lot of people lose on this, and I only went for the 1-to-1. So I think a lot of people took the 4-minute, this 4-minute inverse, I think, and they were looking for the unfilled 5. Now that's not what I did. Basically, we tapped into this 4 hour, and I know at this point, you know what I mean? I know at this point, it's obviously not an amazing trade. I'm completely aware of that. But what I was like, I hopped on my other accounts because I knew, why not just try this out and go for a winning day at this point. So I see this 3-minute. The reason I like this was because ES inverse this 5-minute and this 3-minute. So I was like, I'm going to go for a 1-to-1 winning day. We also closed through CE of the 3-minute gap. This was much more discretionary. So I took this. I literally just went for a 1-to-1, and I literally got out like at the exact perfect time. I think it was like 45 points. My exit was, I think it was 7:14. Like I literally got out by a tick, in and out. Obviously not a great trade, but once you accept the risk and okay, I'm literally just looking for a winning day. I'm going light risk. I'm going to try this out. And if it loses, it loses. Luckily, it ends up playing out for us. But as you can see, there's really nothing else other than that. So trades of the day. Okay. Trade number one, obviously, is going to be that market open play. We get that manipulation down. You're taking that 30-second to the upside. I think this is a solid trade. If you did go for the 1-to-1 or you tightened the stop up there, you definitely would have gotten that. And you could have targeted the 930 wick pretty much perfectly. But yeah, if you did get break even on this, I did too. So don't even worry. I thought we would flush aggressively higher, but the issue here again is ES was just being weird. I should have noted that, but nothing we can do there. From there, we get this retrace, this 30-second here at 940. I personally wasn't a fan of it because I just wanted to wait for 945 at this point. But yeah, I don't think it's bad either, obviously. From there, we tap into the 30-minute. We get that 1-minute inversion, which was at 9:56. Again, I didn't take this again because 10 a.m. was approaching. You have a 1 hour about to form at your stop loss, but I do think it's a solid trade as well. And then this continuation off the 3-minute. This 3-minute continuation right here, you get this pullback into this 3-minute. You get that 1-minute inversion down. You're taking it down to this low or to the 4 hour. Again, I would not be longing off this 4 hour because at that point, you're basically just looking to, catch the falling knife. Again, I just went for this because it was just a winning day. I was like pretty confident. I seen the close. I'm like, okay, we could probably get a 1-to-1. We can scrape a 1-to-1 just because I've done this. I know a lot of the times it's what I can get away with. So other than that, I think those opportunities up here were great. I think that long was solid, and I think that continuation short was actually really good. So if you guys took any of these trades, let me know what time or which ones you took. But anyway, that's it from me, guys. We'll be back at it tomorrow. See what we get. Might trade Asia, but I'll let you guys know. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. But I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.